Hi everyone, I am Marianne Huotari, ceramic artist based in Helsinki, Finland, and I'm here with Design Milk for DMTV Milkshake. I create these ceramic artworks from small parts which are hand-formed and hand-sewn one by one to the base. My technique is something I've created myself, and it's based on traditional Finnish textile called ryijy. I also work as an art director for Finarte, which is a textile company, and also doing some design work for them. I have some questions here. This is flower pot I made a few years back, and let's shake it a bit. How long does it take you to produce a piece like Mandarin Garden? What's your plan for tackling a huge piece like that? Yeah, as I said, my process is so slow, but very meditative to make. I think the excitement is in making the design for the artwork, because I need to be sure to be able to sit in front of the work for many months. Mandarin Garden is a wall piece. It's about 2 meters wide and 140 centimeters high. It took me about half a year to create one, although it was my first big wall work, so that was something I needed to kind of solve the challenges. So I would say nowadays I could maybe make one in 5 months already. I mean, during the year I can create about 3 to 4 bigger works. And it's also telling about the slowness of the process. But what makes it a bit faster is that I have an assistant who is making these parts for me. It speeds up the process like double. And it's, I mean, in the future I hope I will have more helping hands for the mechanical part of creating the parts. How do you create your color palettes? I think the color world is very intuitive, and also some people on my path has been affecting my color world, and I think it's only a good thing. I use a lot of the natural colors of the clay, and I fire them to different temperatures to get this spectrum of shades. Also, using the glazing is having I'm able to have some specific color. But how do I create my palette? It's like I said, it's very intuitive. Sometimes I'm just browsing the parts and making combinations, and they are kind of guiding me towards my next works in some cases. And next one. You said your work is an ode to the slowness of craftsmanship. Have you ever thought about making something that's less work intensive, that didn't involve thousands of small pieces? Oh, I mean, yeah, I do think it a lot. How to make it, if I can create something else or some different technique, but for me it's a good challenge, and I like challenges. The more difficult it is, the more challenging. I don't know. I've tried. I have to say, I've tried to make something else, but it's just maybe not my thing. Or maybe I will just develop my process in the future and make scale the parts a bit. But I think the core of my work is the slow process, and I have time to think during the process, and that's something very valuable for me. Next one. Can you walk us through your process for a piece like Villi kuin lupiini. Yeah, the process has many phases. It's a very slow process, but creating a sculpture is first thinking about the shape, the design, the colors, and what kind of parts I'm gonna use. Villi kuin lupiini has only one type of shape. It's this like a stick color shape, and first I'm welding and compiling the structure as a base, and then some metal net on top to create the right shape for it, and then creating the parts. That's very slow. I think the slowest process is first like picking the colors, maybe mixing some pigment to white clay to create some specific shade, and then glazing is I have to like put them hanging one by one to the tube so that they won't attach to each other in the firing. So basically first hand forming the parts, then letting them dry, then glazing, or then putting them into the kiln. The kiln takes about 2 days, and after that starts the artistic part, which is hand sewing the parts to the base. And well, for Villi kuin lupiini sculpture, it took me about, I would say, about 1 month to create. Sometimes it's just like changing 1 or 2 parts can change the whole kind of the looks of the work. So it's something that I'm spending several hours in front of that work. What's the most exciting or most ambitious project on your to make list? I mean, I have so many ideas what to do next, what to do during the next 20 years, but I'm just dreaming of creating like a full wall covering with my parts, maybe some more like 3-dimensional pieces, something related with like furniture, which are like unusable in between the boundaries of art and design. That's something that is maybe coming next. But yeah, just like seeing what's the limit of my work technique. So that's something I want to kind of develop next. Let's take one more. I try to be quick. How do you explain a ceramic wall rug to someone who hasn't seen one before? Yeah, as I said, it's based on textile, traditional textile in Finland or in Scandinavia. It was already used in the Viking times as a blanket. It's made of, well, this ryijy, which is the name of the textile. They use this like a wool piles, like a yarns that are hand sewn on the base or then woven to the base. But I transformed this technique to create with ceramics. So with hard materials, I'm creating something soft looking, textures and surfaces and color harmonies that invite to touch. So combining something soft to something hard. Yeah, I think that was about it. Thank you for watching. You can follow my work on Instagram at Marianne Huotari or my website mariannehuotari.fi. So thank you, and thank you Design Milk. Bye!